All right, guys, we're live.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? So, what's new, man? What do you got going on? I heard some buzz about a website that you made.
Yeah, just came out with my website for my real estate business, and a lot of people like it. And the person that made that website is one of the people that's going to be making websites for Contractor Up. So, had a couple people reach out who are interested. So I guess within the next few days, we'll start doing the intake once our website is finished. And we'll start pumping out our websites, our social media management, and things like that. Pretty excited about it. There is a few things better way to generate business than a website. You see how the old Hammersmith websites just trucking along. Like, I get leads in there all the time from that. We're actually revamping that one right now as well.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So pretty excited about how that's going. We see upticks of business. We're able to track all the metrics for it. We're able to do the SEO. We've started to get really good at that. So excited to start bringing that product to the public.
Heck yeah, man. One thing that I think that like we should like pinpoint is all of the media for Contractor Connection is being done by Contractor Up, which is our marketing company. So like I'm gonna get out of the way. Maybe you can see it. Like I drew a little thing right there for the tacos and tequila, which is coming up. We've got like all kinds of things, like on the agenda for that. So, with Contractor Up, we're offering Facebook and Instagram ads that we're going to be doing through through the Contractor Up. We'll be able to promote your business, and also one of the things that I'm really excited about is that we're promoting people's and all of our subscribing members financing options. Because like when do people look for contractors? It's when they want something to happen, right? They want some movement. So like what's like the best way to get them in the door is offering them a finance option. I mean, now, like, it's the absolute best way. And also like, Danny Natal with Lone Star Plumbing, who's one of our plumbing contractors, our subscribing members. I reached out to him yesterday and told him like we're going to roll out this whole, thing. And he was like, man, I'm interested in it. Also a potential sponsor for the tacos and tequila event that's coming up. We are going to close down all of the sponsorships. I want to say Friday.
End of day Friday. It's got to be
end of day Friday. But we can extend that like for the people that come over through the weekend. I understand that like Monday will
or
be
if
the
somebody
first.
is wanting to bring some more tacos to the table,
Absolutely.
We've already started lining up a pretty good selection of tacos.
Yeah.
We've already started lining up some tequila.
We've got Tequila 512 that's on board. We've also got Cat Tequila and Mezcal, which shout out to like the Fit Foodies, which also they wanted to do a partnership with their ability to like provide to our customers at a 50% off. What they do is they have an app that will help you like get your like health regimen in line with, like what's the hardest thing that you like. I mean, health is always on the back burner when it comes to being a contractor, right? Like we're burning the candle at both ends, right? Like we just don't give a shit about our health. Like we're either in the field, like doing that. Like we think like that's a good way to like supplement our workout, right? But what about the people that are in the office? You know what I mean? Like the business people that like have teams that are out there that are doing the work. And then they're just like in the office, like Fit Foodies. They actually have an app. They're super awesome. They were the wife of Mickey. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I do apologize, but she was one of the judges that helped us with the chili cook-off. dude, and like seriously, like person to person standing next to them, it's like, dude, they were like, they're just fucking stacked. And I was talking to them, I was like,
Yeah.
what do you guys do for your workout regimen? They're like, we just eat. Their name is the Fit Foodies. So they are constantly out there like trying like new restaurants, new, like buzz stuff within the Austin area,
And then they
or
just
like,
go run 37 miles.
oh my God. But the thing is that it takes that discipline, man. And that's the one thing that we have as business owners, but we don't let it bleed into our everyday life with, health. And if we
Yeah.
could apply that, we could definitely like just open some doors, there's some people out there that aren't subscribing members, but everybody knows like they're within the contractor world, at least with like in our circle in the Austin area, that are just out there constantly being active. And even like Sean Monser, or Manser, is it Manser or Monser? I
It's
feel like
Mansour.
it's Manser. Okay, cool. Like that guy, I mean, I kind of watched him like from afar, like his health, like he just started focusing on his health and like became like just a better business owner and entrepreneur. Like I could tell like just the way that like presents himself, he's like more attuned like with himself and stuff like that, And so I think for us to be able to offer that to our subscribing members, like with some kind of counseling or even like, mentorship when it comes to like the just like on in the health world, we burn the candle at both ends. So being able to offer that to our subscriber members, as well as coming up, we're starting to get the pinpointing down, like with the meeting that we're going to do with our lawyer to help like figure out how to do contracts, and also just like the relations, like figuring all that stuff out, which I know you and Yaritza have like taken like the front
It's going to
seat
be
on
May
that stuff.
2nd. We have the location. I think all that needs to happen and it might have already happened. I haven't talked to her today. But I need to talk is we just need to make sure that the location is indeed like paid for and covered. So once I
Perfect.
know that's the case, then we'll launch that first class. But it will be
Heck
May
yeah.
2nd. We already have the lawyers lined up for it. We have some documents and contracts we're going to bring. We're going to get some questions beforehand taken to them. So it's going to be a really cool learning experience. I'm excited because
Dude.
I want to learn a lot. I want to go
Yeah.
ahead and use the contracts myself. So
Exactly. I mean, dude, it's not only that we're providing it to our subscribing members, but it's going to be a learning experience for us, because like we've been, we use FormSwift, like there's like Legal Shield and all of those little things.
there's a
to, like, help us
thousand
business.
different places that you can download for free all over the place. But like
Exactly.
these are the contracts that we'll have from the TAB. And then we'll have actual lawyers who practice contract law and construction law there. So
Dude,
like
that's going to be a game
that's
changer.
it's way better than hopping around on Google or trying to figure out an answer. Like if you've got a question or if you're wanting to learn about that side of the business, which is to protect your assets, then
Yeah.
it's going to be an awesome place to go to.
Even your like how you organize, like, like most people, like they do an LLC, right? Like it's a limited liability company, which is great. But say they want to be on salary, so like they're gonna like go to like the S corp, or they're gonna go to like even like accounting, like an LLP, like a licensed, like a limited liability partnership or whatever. Like these are the times, and we can also roll that out too, like because we want to get people's like, because the lawyers have asked us to get all the questions beforehand, so it's not just like it's not like a Q&A. It's a hey, this
well, that way
is
they don't
what.
give off the cuff answers. They can actually go, because that's what a lawyer does is they go and they look, all right, what does the law say about X, Y, and Z? And then that's how they bring you the answer,
Exactly.
So
yeah, we don't want it to be like the spontaneous thing that, where they're just like giving you like off the cuff answers, because the majority of the time they have to research the law. They have to actually see, like, because they want to give you legal advice, right? Like we're bringing them in to give our subscribing members legal advice, and we don't want it to be like, hey, what if this? And it's just like something that's not premeditated. They can't give you like a concise answer. They're kind of just winging it at that point. So like
Yeah.
that's one thing that I think that is really good with us, like getting the date locked down, and it's so far in advance to where we have all the month of April. We're coming up to the end of March, and we can compile those questions and able to give like the people back the answers that they want. You know, whether it's like, hey, you know, and what'll be really good too is they're able to actually answer questions from a business perspective for like just the general public. Like if you're a subscribing member and like say you're like a 1 to 2 guy outfit and you've got insurance and you're like, hey, what does it mean whenever I hire a subcontractor? Like I know from personal experience, make sure that they're insured. But you can get a real life answer from a lawyer that's going to tell you like, yes, this is what you have to do. And it's not us just doing the guesswork or trying to find like what is it? Quora? Like that's like one of those it's
Oh,
just like
Quora.
you Quora, yeah. So like you ask a question and somebody answers, but it may not be a lawyer. It's just answers, right? So this is going to be one of those this is going to be one of those opportunities where if you've ever had a question for a lawyer and you didn't have the means to hire one, like we're giving you that opportunity to ask those questions to get your concise answer so that we can move forward and like you guys can get the best and we can provide like the best thing for you guys, like as subscribing members. Also, we've got tacos and tequila coming up April 18th on Thursday. We've got we just got some more sponsors. We've got CNA Electric, which is also with Amada's Catering. They're gonna be able to provide catering for, I think, I'm not sure exactly like the people count, but for those that are subscribing members, like, you know, they're there to give us tacos, man. And we're trying to get some more vendors. We've got some other like you know, promotional stuff. I've joined a bunch of like the Austin food truck groups here lately.
Yeah, we should have that pretty much lined up by the end of this week, where the drinks are going to come from and everything. Like you said, we need if you're going to be a sponsor to go ahead and do that by the end of this week. We really just need probably a couple more. Mm-hmm. If there was ever an event to sponsor, it's this one. You know,
oh yeah,
we have over 500, well over 500 responses on the Facebook group. Eventbrite, that's starting to build some momentum. The buzz around this is pretty significant, and it's going to be an incredible event. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. We're closing in on, man, we started this thing 3 weeks ago and we got about 3 weeks to go. And so it'll be a blast. Like, we're going to have a lot of really good food. We're going to have a lot of really good tequila. We're going to have a lot of really good people. I know Sherwin-Williams already asked if they can set up a booth, so we'll have to be able to set up some booths for some, you know, whatever vendors that want to, you know, the sponsors that signed up, they want to do that. We can always talk to Alex and Danny about that over at Builder Supply Group. Thank you again to them for hosting. And obviously we want to give a shout out to our current sponsors that we have. It's New Image, Proper 3, Builder Supply Group, CNA Electrical, Sherwin-Williams. Help me out here, Gabe.
It's Amada's Catering, which they're going to be supplying
Amada's
tacos.
Catering,
they were at the chili cook-off. Yeah, Impact Building Solutions. There's Airfix Mechanical.
Airfix Mechanical. There we go,
dude. Yeah. So like, and then I've got it right here.
Sponsors.
So like, I've got the you know, the thing right here. So I just want to read this off. Like the sponsorship details. You know, it does start at $500. Like that's just like to kind of get in the door. But with that comes your company name, organization, and all promotional media for the event. That includes like the banners, the flyers, the Facebook ads, the Instagram ads that we're going to run through Contractor Up, the Eventbrite, and T-shirts, which we're going to have T-shirts for that event. So the same thing with the chili cook-off, the way we had like everybody kind of on like one good like run of T-shirts, and then for the sponsors, we have a personalized flyer, which is like really good media content to like put out there. Like we'll just like spotlight your company. Me and Lily actually went through this. We did the whole damn thing. We did this yesterday. I think we were like texting. We were like, "What do you think of this?" And but I wish she could jump on here, but she's unfortunately getting her nails done at 5, so she wasn't able to join. But for your company or your organization, like we'll do like a personalized media. We're going to do an event. We're going to do an interview. So everyone that is a sponsor for this, we've got open dates for the 3rd of May, or I'm sorry, April. The 3rd of April, the 10th, and the 17th. We want to like dedicate those podcast times. It's every Thursday or every Wednesday. And then even possibly the Thursdays with like the Spanish speaking group, which, Yaritza hosts. But it's going to be the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th that we're going to do that. Obviously, the 18th is going to be which is going to be, well, I'm sorry. So it's going to be that Thursday is going to be the 17th. So, we'll be able to get everybody on board that is a sponsor. We want to do an interview with you, like to be able to
love to have you on the podcast.
Oh man, we are hurting. Me and Travis want to have more guests.
So today was my fault though, because I had reached out to Grant and got him all gassed up and was ready. And then the disaster that was this morning where I didn't end up going to San Antonio, I kind of lost track of getting a hold of him. And then realized like an hour beforehand, I was like, shit. So that's my fault, because Grant would be an amazing guest to have. And
dude,
pretty soon. He was a huge help. If you remember putting together our event in December at Little Woodrow's out in Bee Cave. So,
dude, yeah, hell yeah, dude, and he's a rock star. Like this guy creates content. He was made for marketing.
Oh yeah,
like
so I'm pissed at myself that I didn't get him on there today, but we definitely need to. And I'll see if he's still down to do it next week. But you're right, get our sponsors on, and
hell yeah.
You don't have to stay on here the whole time with us, but we'd love to just ask you some questions, see how everything's going with it. And
if you're down, if I'm down, like we can do like these little pop-ups too. Like it doesn't have to necessarily be like on the schedule. We can do these pop-ups, 15 minutes. We can go live with StreamYard. I mean, we can
let's get Ryan on here.
Dude, yeah, hell yeah, dude. If you can do like a 15-minute interview, let's go live. Let's get him on there. Boom, we can like do it. But just to go back to like what was left, like on the promotional stuff. So a promotional post within the Facebook group spotlighting your company or organization within the Contractor Connection Austin, because this is for like exclusively for the Austin location, right? So we've got 40,000+ people there, and they're not all contractors.
Just crossed 42,000.
42, dude. That's incredible. Remember, whenever we started this, we were at 16, and then we got to 20, and now we're at 42. Like
it continues to accelerate. We're at 42 in Austin, and then I think when you add up the rest of the numbers across the state, it'll be around we're at around 75,000. Dallas is taking off. A reason why I'm really excited about doing the happy hour up there.
Yep.
That drive is going to suck even more than the Houston one, but I'm down to meet like a whole new crew of people.
Dude, I'm gonna fly.
What's that?
I'm gonna fly. You're at like what, like 4.5 hours there to Dallas?
To Fort Worth? No, I think it's like 3.5 hours, and I can make it there on a single charge. So,
hell yeah,
it's not that big of a deal. It's just the time and driving, 35. Like
it is.
No part of 35 between San Antonio and Dallas is cool or fun. It's not. I hate it. I avoid it as much as I can. But if you're trying to get from here to there, in a realistic amount of time, it's still the way to go. So
yeah, it is. And then the very last thing is, if you are a sponsor, while we're there on site at the event, we're going to have like a whole media. Like you guys can't see this, but I've got freaking like lighting up here. Like if I do this, like I've got awesome lighting. We've got a really good camera now that we're using. And we're going to be able to do like an actual spotlighting like event detail, get like some, like, it's almost going to be like, man on the street type interview where we're there and like, it's like, hey, what's going on? Pass the mic to like talk to them. We want to get every single sponsor that's there to get them to, interact with us and show us, we want to spotlight every single person that comes across as a sponsor, because you're helping make these events possible.
Yeah.
Because like we've got to, it's not like we're not
feeding,
fighting. Like
feeding this many people tacos
Yeah.
is, especially because we're getting legit taco vendors in here,
Yeah.
is not a cheap or free venture. The liquor won't be as bad, but that's not free or cheap either. But that's not the point. We want to create a situation where we're able to get our sponsors in front of everybody, and we're hopefully going to have a good mix of, business to business going on, and then also some people that are just coming in who are looking for contractors, looking for real estate agents, looking for lenders, or just want to check out Builder Supply Group's amazing showroom. That's one of the nice things about being there, is much like Josh Wolf's place, they have a beautiful showroom. So definitely share it to your group.
Hell yeah, dude.
We'll go ahead and background check with your ex about that 15-minute deal on there. So.
Dude, he's down for a pod too, so you can jump on. Man,
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are down. I think we just need to kind of aggregate that information and make sure it actually happens. So
yeah, for sure.
Like I said, this week was on me. I really should have got Grant on here. So I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, but I'll try again here pretty soon.
Well, dude, we can do a pop-up. You just let me know, like, if you got 15 minutes, and he can jump on. Let's do like a real rundown. And just
outside of tomorrow, I've made it through, so I didn't get to go to San Antonio, but that'll probably be rescheduled. I think basically it's whenever Mackenzie comes back to town, and she has a little bit of time, then because she's going to help basically launch San Antonio to the next level.
Nice.
So I'll be back down there, but other than that, I got Kerrville tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. So
yeah, dude. Well, that's good, man. One of the good things that I think that also that I've been seeing a lot more is I've been seeing like deals like happen within, like, because right now, like, I'm doing some work for the city of Austin for AMOX, right? And alternative method of compliance. So what happens is actually, well, let me go and give like the full backstory. So in 2020, when COVID happened, there was a bunch of pools that got constructed, and there was a bunch of companies that came out of nowhere that just built a bunch of pools for people. We just finished the one over on Beverly Hills Drive on Mount Burnell. Like, that one just got like done under our belt. And then now, like, I've actually partnered with Greystone, with Jason Villegas. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Villegas. We're going to be doing like a Contractor Connection joint membership for like getting AMOX for the city. And what that means is people came and constructed these pools. And during like the whole process, they didn't do like the pool shell, right? So they came, they got all the rebar. I mean, these pools look great. Every single one of them like looks awesome. But the thing is that they were up against the gun for so much for like permitting that they weren't able to hit like every point of construction. So with the city of Austin, they want you to hit these certain milestones. So it's like the bonding and the grounding. And that, in my opinion, honestly, is like one of the most pivotal things you could do, because that ensures like the risk of electrocution, right? So like if you don't bond things properly and like something happens, say something fails inside of the panel, things aren't like properly bonded. There's a difference between grounding and bonding. I can ground something and it's grounded. But if I don't bond, meaning I interconnect all the electrical components and all the metallic components of that whole system, it's not properly bonded. So we partnered up with Greystone Pools. We're doing a Contractor Connection sponsored project right now for the city of Austin with AMOC. And he's supposed to be there tomorrow. We have our customer, Mr. Wilcox. We're going to be out there to get all this stuff done. We've also like teamed up, which they're not a subscribing member, but they're like just the engineering firm that I've used like forever, which is K&W Engineering. And I'll reach out to Amber to like tell her like, hey, dude, come on board. We're arms wide open, right? But
Don't
you know,
start
they're
singing a
just,
Creed song.
yeah, with arms wide open, dude. I'm actually, you know, what's really funny is I have a band right now, Bear the Mark, which actually that's our cover for the intro song. And every single one of them, they're like, we need to do another cover because we do like a Korn cover, which is the one that we have in our intro song. I was like, dude, let's do Creed. It's on every platform. Whenever you see like guys like they're in the garage and they're just like hanging out and they're banging on tools, it's like, you know, like, hello, my friend, we meet a girl.
That sounds like the worst idea ever.
Yeah, you know why? Because it sounds like Pearl Jam. But I love Creed because they had such dude, the riffs are great, but the singer, he sounds like Eddie Vedder. And Eddie Vedder to me is like it's when you want risotto, but you get fried rice. Like it's not the same. It's not. I don't even know if that even like translates. But it's like a lesser tier of vocals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, we did a really big segue from the AMOC, but back to that, like we've got some projects that are coming up that we're going to be teaming up with the city of Austin, where we're going to be taking like projects that are just pretty much they're stagnant, and we're going to bring them to absolute fruition with like signing off for engineers and electrical contractors and pool builders to be able to rebuild these things. There's a couple of other like people that are out there that we haven't really introduced into the group that I want to reach out to, like with permit expediting that we've talked about before. Also with people that do like intake for all of these projects that need to be completed for the city. I'm going to reach out to them this week, try to get them on board so that we can start doing, you know, all of our due diligence to start getting in that. And then as well, we want to start doing like the SMBR for like the small minority and like, you know, like the small minority businesses and all of their intake. So we can start getting like these smaller companies that want to do government projects to get them onboarded so that we can start getting them streamlined to get, you know, for like the city of Austin stuff.
Setting up some of our verified members with good pipelines of jobs with these organizations would just be a fantastic win all the way around. And speaking of projects, I posted two videos yesterday in the verified members club. And I invite you all once again, if you are a verified member, to join the private group, because that's where I'm posting jobs. We're doing some early announcements in there before we do them out in the rest of the group. And we have more and more projects coming up that literally, like when I get them, it's just send it out to verified members and we're going to get them bid out. I kind of manage it for whatever it's worth, and we're starting to pick up steam on that. We have an investor that's really interested in how we're doing this, and I think a couple more that might come on board pretty soon, because we're able to have the best companies in Austin come do the work. They're giving us, you know, pretty good pricing on it that actually works for everybody in the situation. And that'll just lead to another pipeline of jobs that we could just start bringing in through ourselves, not even counting what's coming in through the website, not even counting all the people that post on a daily basis in the group and things like that. So just more opportunities that we can create for everybody else to make money.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, what we're into small business development. So like the people that are coming to us as subscribing members, like the one thing that we want to do is we want to champion your company and put you to the forefront to give you a level playing field with like the big guys. You know, we've got some big companies that are subscribing members, like Vendetti. Like they're massive. Like they do crazy work. Like they're all
Sherwin
over.
Williams.
Yeah, Sherwin-Williams. I mean, but you know, at the end of the day, like we've got small companies that are doing good work, and we want to be able to bring them to like the forefront, like that we're probably going to use on our Contractor Connection, you know, projects, because we want to be able to like highlight what they can do, you know, and just the possibilities are endless. Like we're just
I've already
constantly
used
moving upward.
Yeah, I've already used so many people through the group. Edson Nava, um, Have Solutions, Air Mercado,
Yeah.
ATX, Flooring Masters, Saul Rodriguez with Perfection Drywall.
Oh yeah.
This is just
That
off
guy's
the top
good.
of my head. What's that?
Dude, Saul is amazing.
The ceilings were immaculate. You know, the paint
Dude.
job was fantastic, and we're doing that. We did that on a triplex, turned it around. We have the last unit to go once the tenant moves out, and that'll start next week. But yeah, we've really crushed that project, and like I've been saying, we're only using verified members, and just because don't use somebody on one project doesn't mean we don't use them on the next. Like we want to keep ideally using as many different people as possible.
Mhm.
Understanding there are strengths and weaknesses of each company, and also, you know, pricing is always a factor of that, but
Right.
all things being equal, we want to try and cycle that around. So like I
Oh, yeah,
said,
for sure.
if you're a verified member, join that group, because that's where we're posting the jobs. We're not posting them out in the general group for everybody to comment on or anything else. And posting full on videos so you can see what the scope is. You know, I talk about what the scope is in the videos.
Yeah.
So, and we'll have, like I said, we got more coming on the way.
Oh yeah, man. That's what's up. So like, again, we want to give like everybody an opportunity to jump on these projects. You know, same thing with like giving everybody an opportunity to be, you know, a part of the events that we do. Also, contractorconnectionevents.com. That's like the new hub for all the stuff that we're doing. The biggest event that we have right now is Tacos and Tequila, coming up on April 18th on Thursday. So, you know, the next one that we have after that, that'll just like take the place of like where we can interject every event on that, which shout out to Lily. Like it went from being like the chili cook-off website to where she was like, you know what would be a good idea, guys? Let me just make this the events page. And I was like,
well, we had
yeah.
to do something because we had like 4 domains that we were working on with at that point and paying for. And so,
oh yeah.
We just had to kind of align that with what actually made sense.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think we've kind of wrapped up like all the stuff that like we should really like touch on. Is there anything else you can think of?
No, just next week, we definitely want to get a pretty good lineup of guests going, whether they're sponsors, whether we get Ryan on there for a little bit, and same for Grant. Would love to bring him back on, and really start bringing in some more members into the podcast.
Yeah.
And then we'll start delving deeper into the projects that we have going on. For instance, our Dunley project. Maybe next week we're starting, you know?
Yeah.
So once that kicks off, if you can, one more thing that I would throw out there, follow the YouTube channel. Each time we put out a video, we have a few more followers. The more people we get following that YouTube channel, the more it'll kind of snowball, and the more eyes that'll be on all the content we're putting on there, which is the content of y'all. You know, it's y'all's projects that we go to. It's y'all's interviews that we do. We just put out one with Shaman Sir where he talked about the insulation that's going in at the Dunley project. We have more videos that basically are ready to go And we're just going to kind of release them with every 2 or 3 days to space it out. But check out that YouTube channel, subscribe,
Heck yeah.
like, share, whatever, because that's going to be one of the nice next vertical growth mechanisms for everybody, for us to get in front of, as our goal always is, as many eyeballs as possible.
Yeah, and I'm actually checking right now. So like we have 32 subscribers and 30 videos. So like with as many subscribing members that we have, you know, like tomorrow I'm going to mention to Yaritza if she can also like push that out there for like our Spanish speaking members so that they can also subscribe. Like guys, when you subscribe to the YouTube, when you like and follow our profiles on Facebook, whether it's my profile or Travis's, or it's like the Contractor Connection page profile, you know, that puts us in a position to where we have a greater reach. And it also like expands our network, because our network is our net worth, you know. And I strongly believe in that. Like it really is like how far and how hard we push ourselves is, you know, how much our reach is.
Yep.
All right, well, I think we should kind of make one more like rally for the tacos and tequila. Look forward to everybody being there. Thank you guys, and I'm going to close it out with a little intro video, and then we'll end the stream.
All right.
Gabbing out.
Later, Gabe.
Later.